don't have to agree with the U.S. women's team's America bashing. I certainly don't. I think they should be condemned. But they're still representing the United States in a competition against other countries in the world. No matter the competition, no matter the venue, no matter who's representing it, I want America to win. But why does it feel like so many now on the political extremes on both sides don't? Joining us now is David French, columnist for the New York Times. He's written extensively about patriotism, served as a major in the Army Reserves. Thanks so much for coming on the show. Appreciate it. All right, so what's going on here? It seems to me this is part of a bigger trend across the country where it's now okay to sort of bash the U.S. or bash U.S. teams, bash the military, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, it's what happens when politics becomes the most important thing to you. You can't enjoy anything unless through the prism of politics you approve of the people or you approve of their positions. And this is a sign of the polarization of our times. It's a sad and somewhat exhausting way to live, I think. The idea that I can't love a sports team, especially my own national team, unless I approve of the politics and the actions of all of the players. It's a pretty narrow prism through which I'm viewing sports and culture. Right over my shoulder is a picture of Ja Morant dunking a basketball. Ja Morant famously has gotten in trouble for brandishing a firearm. I'm still a Grizzlies fan. I still appreciate and like Ja Morant on the basketball court, though I can also at the same time want him to get his life together off the court as well. I can disagree with somebody and still respect their talent and skill. And by the way, also respect that they also, just like me, represent the United States of America, a big, diverse country made up of a lot of people with a lot of different strongly held opinions. And I would say that the idea that my national sports team has to be narrowly drawn to reflect my attitudes, or at least be quiet if you don't, strikes me as kind of contrary to that freewheeling American spirit and that robust sense of free expression that we protect.
And also, again, the idea that people are rooting against them, right? They want them to lose. Hey, if it's some team and you don't like the team, I get it. But when they got the USA name on it, it just seems to me we should just be saying, hey, of course I want them to win. Maybe I wish they had different players, but how is that even controversial?
I know. I can say I disagree with Megan Rapinoe, and I can say, and I want the United States to win. Those two things are entirely consistent. And by the way, have they polled the attitudes of the French national team? Have they polled the attitudes of the German national team or the other main competitors to the United States? Do they like their politics better? It's a game that we should not play. Now, look, I get that there are some people who are so obsessed with politics that they literally can't get out of their own heads when they're watching entertainment or sports. But then to inflict upon us the idea that we should share their obsession, which I think, quite frankly, diminishes our enjoyment of our lives and our country, no, that's too far.
David French, thank you so much for coming on the show. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.